What's good, YouTube? Y'all ought to know it's your boys. Them boys crazy. Y'all ought to know it's your boy Roy to Rob up in this month, man.
I already know what's going on, man. Know it's your boy Cam Official. Anytime you see our face, you know it's time for another reaction, man.
Man, this right here, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I had seen like a little video talking about this, but it was like 30 seconds. Basically, the K Flock, bro, I guess he shot somebody broad daylight, killed him broad daylight or something like that. I don't know if it was a barbershop or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was a barbershop.
I guess this video just breaking it down on what happened or the backstory on him and then get to the point of when it happened, you know what I'm saying? So, we finna see what's going on, you know what I'm talking about? Hopefully little bro be
I ain't
straight.
gonna lie, I've been hearing K Flock name my whole life. It's like, it's crazy how when you don't really know somebody or you ain't never heard somebody, but then when you, like how we get a reaction on like this very first, I be hearing his name all the time. I'm like, dang. I hear his name more than the what you call? What's that other the one he be beefing with?
His cousin.
Yeah, what's his name? I do this every time. Every time I think of him, I beef.
I'm gonna get it through the video. They gonna see it through the video.
The boys come again.
Yeah, it's no more free Dougie B.
D-Thang.
D-Thang, yeah.
Yeah. It's no more free Dougie B.
Where the mom with this look like that? Where the mom? He right there. Where? He right there.
Oh, I remember seeing that. But I remember seeing that. He was in the car with his phone. They had seen, bro. They were trying to chase him.
Don't run! Touch me, right? So we still want to know, like, word of my mother, words of my life.
Around 11:30 Sunday night by the corner of East 178th Street and Webster Avenue in the Bronx, police say two men pulled scooters up next to a cab Medrano was taking to a recording studio. They then shot him in his head and chest.
What up, gang? Back with the real. You know what's the deal. The gang wars with rappers in the hood never stops. And the Bronx has been paving the streets with the blood of youngins wildin' and acting reckless on live. I'm talking not giving a damn about any life, filming themselves, riding around the block, lurking, and running down on ops to wanting to murk their own family member. It's crazy out there, especially with Bronx rapper K Flock, who we're gonna focus on today. Everything I just said is under the rapper's resume of savage shenanigans, and it gets even worse. Let's chop it up and break down his growing list of beefs and his mentality that anyone can get smoked anywhere, anytime. The Bronx is known for having their legends in the rap game, from Fat Joe to KRS-One to Remy Ma and Slick Rick. But the youngins have created a new wave of hip-hop that takes the drill trend, popularized by Chicago, and turn it into Brooklyn drill with their own style and twists. It has seen the rise of young rappers with talent to make it to the top, but that new gateway to fame has a curse that follows around rappers and hood savage K Flock like a dark cloud. Kevin Perez, also known as K Flock, is a member of the Blood Set around East 187th Street in the hood known as Side. The set has been locked in a growing beef with rival.
There's nothing more powerful than creating a track, but sometimes creating music can be challenging.
Bronx gang, known as YGs, which stands for Young Gunners. Breaking down the history of the beef of how the two collided would involve diving into how the OGs, original goons, and YGs fell out when one two-timed the other. You can drop a comment letting me know if you like a separate video detailing the full backstory. For now, we'll focus on K Flock and the dangerous life he lives. From just 2020 to present time, K Flock has accomplished big milestones in the music industry. He's become one of the most favored to reach Pop Smoke status out of the Bronx and take the drill sound even higher. Crazy how we never would have known of his talent if it wasn't for his homies, B-Love and Dougie B. The trio grew up together since they were little, going to school.
Yeah. How far back y'all go? Like, how long have y'all known each other? Like, so y'all grew up together?
Yeah, because
He used to live over there.
I used to go over there.
Gotcha.
I used to live on Poland, so it's like, I used to go to school there.
But B-Love had a thing for rapping first and pushed K Flock to hit the studio and pursue the rap lane so they can all blow up and not be tangled up in the street life they were living. In this interview just shown, where he says when he got home, he's actually referring to being free after finding himself behind bars. This was also where he really changed his mindset to pursuing rapping when he got out and encouraged Dougie B to do the same after both were behind bars together at one point. Block doubled down on his mindset, releasing one of his first ever public tracks titled FTO in May 2020. The song was a remix to 22G's Blicky Gang Freestyle and instantly set him on the path to gaining recognition on the mic. His buzz rose up the ranks, releasing back-to-back bangers like Op Spotter featuring B Love with a viral dance for the track.
It's crazy how folks just drop something they just hitting on.
I'm so looking like
the
that's
views.
crazy.
I don't know these recent pictures or what, but
yeah, all these from 2020.
that's tough.
Yeah, he came out 2020.
I'm telling them, I said he dropped a song May 2020 on the numbers. That's crazy.
Racing featuring B Love and Brotherly Love featuring B Love and Dougie B that took them into the spotlight.
So when the record came out, obviously it blew up.
K Flock was off like a rocket, and his mans in them was right behind. By summer 2021, he was dropping hits like Being Honest and getting one of Chirac's illest, G Herbo, on the remix. K Flock had it, the cadence, the emotion, the bars, the flow. He had everything to be the star he was becoming. But his street habits and lifestyle were like a part of him he couldn't let go. That's who he was, and it was seen in everyday life. Dude was ready for smoke with the entire Bronx. On any given day, Flock would round up the gang and hop in the whip to go op hunting in the streets. Not only that, but he'd record the entire thing on live. Even though he was now popular in the music scene, he loved the streets. When he found a target, K Flock wasn't gonna clout for the cam. Bro stops the whip, hops out, and walks down on the ops, leaving them running. That alone should tell you, this man is the real deal Holyfield. His drill raps are because he actually drills. This ain't Bob the Builder. This is K Flock, the driller.
He right there. Where? He right there. Don't run, go!
K Flock's hothead was clear in his demeanor, and he had the craving for bloodshed. A combo that often saw him ready to expose himself to danger when confronted by anyone. This became a trend, even with his growing success. Anyone that came for him, he went as far as pulling up to their hood, in front of their building, testing their gangster.
Come outside, we in front of y'all building. Look, we in front of y'all building.
We were seeing the beefs on screen, but little did we know, deadlier ones were brewing in the streets where lives were being lost. In his song, Is You Ready?, released in August 2021, a bar went over our heads. Starting off his verse, he said, "Go ask my ops, it get ugly. I could do shh like Ice did to Sonny."
Man, ain't going nobody head, dude. Man, we know exactly what he was talking about right there. When I found out bro was his cousin and I heard that little lyric, I knew what he was talking about. Yeah. And I didn't even know who they was, but I'm like, bro, everybody know that move. We ain't gonna say everybody, but I knew what he was talking about. That right there was crazy. That was crazy.
Deeper, it's a reference to the hood classic, Paid in Full, where Sonny's uncle, Ice, kidnapped him to do him dirty. Then, the connection came to light. Turns out, K Flock was in a heated beef with a family member, and that family member was the YG's banger, D-Thang, who was K Flock's cousin. D-Thang heard the subliminal and responded, confirming their beef and that the line was meant for him.
He ain't related to me.
Like Ice did to Sonny. Can't wait to see Auntie now. Just gonna learn today. I ain't gonna lie. Stop playing with me, bro. Gangsta, bro. Stop playing with me in they raps, bro.
Their fallout dates back to the beef between the YGs and OGs.
It be so crazy. These folks be like 16, 17. I'm talking about,
bro. Like real talk.
Hey, crazy.
Inherited by K Flock said, Sevside for having connections to the OGs, who he had shouted out in interviews before. I F's with my real OGs. That's the original goons, gangster. But what persons didn't know was that casualties were occurring behind the beef. This dates back even further, but in relation to K Flock and D-Thang, a central point was K Flock associate Jerry and Elliott, also known as J Rip. J Rip was caught lacking by his ops on July 2021 around 3:15 p.m. on East 187th Street near Prospect Avenue in the Belmont section when they hopped out the whip, pointed the strap, and let off shots. J Rip was hitting his leg and chest multiple times while outside the Angels Cafe with another friend that dipped and got away. Jay ran into the cafe where he collapsed and was taken to St. Barnabas Hospital where he was.
That's when K Flock came and then
he had slid in there then. Well, not he
he ran in and he fell. Then like a couple minutes later, K Flock and all them folk pulled up deep, running inside that junk trying to
pronounced deceased. Cops would later reveal that J. Rip was a known gangster who was arrested 8 times, including for burglary and assault, and spent time in juvie. They also released details saying that he lost his life as retaliation for the gang-related drilling of 19-year-old YG's affiliate, Tyquil Doherty, that happened prior. Cops would arrest a suspect shooter for the murking of J. Rip, but not before K-Flock's Southside camp could get revenge for the passing of their homie, J. Rip. What's even more crazy, the Retaliation was one of D-Thang's mans who just a week earlier was dissing K-Flock on live, begging for Flock to come with the smoke.
Like, what's pop out? I was here. Yo, K-Flock, pop out right now as we speak, nigga. Wanna make sure.
He got his request just hours after J. Rip was murked. The get back was swift and gruesome of Ramon Gil Medrano, also known as Raji. Reports state he was on.
That's tough.
Look at yourself, worrying about music licensing. What you need is an artless subscription.
Was on his way to a recording studio when he got.
Around 11:30 Sunday night.
I'm talking about getting them folks out of there, man. That's crazy. I ain't gonna need none of that to you.
State he was on his way to a recording studio when he got.
Around 11:30 Sunday night by the corner of East 178th Street and Webster Avenue in the Bronx, police say 2 men pulled scooters up next to a cab Medrano was taking to a recording studio.
And another thing here, man, I'm not gonna lie. Folks be having good eye vision when it come to this. Man, I be in my head, that fuck be like, it was 2 in the morning. He saw him 50 feet away, behind a bush. I mean, how did you know that was him? How?
Exactly.
Them folk be having the mask on and everything. They be knowing, oh, it is him. How?
So, they be saying crazy stuff.
Man, it was 1 in the morning. He saw him on a plane.
I'm talking about, it ain't funny, but it just like they be catching them doing anything.
Anything.
Crazy stuff. Oh, they caught him behind the building taking a pic.
Man.
I know they man behind there taking a pic.
Like,
I'm talking about like everywhere I'm talking about just walking.
Yup, but more folks they be dissing, like you said,
you decide to go to the store one day, like, yeah, I'm finna go to the store, pick up
sneaker bar
and you done got right in front of the store.
Got him in the store, you know, the sneaker bar. They just killed like, what the fuck? They'd be crazy them on.
Scooters up next to a cab Medrano was taking to a recording studio. They then shot him in his head and chest.
Both K-Flock and D-Thang taunted each other on live, dissing both of their fallen mans. The beef is still continuing and involves other underlying altercations between the two sets, but that's an entire vid by itself that I can work on if you guys would like a breakdown. With all this going on, you'd think K-Flock would slow down, but hell nah. If anything, bro was all gas, still riding around looking for ops.
Over here, take no in that, bro. Take a left, take a left and go through this. Hey, go somebody over here, bro. Real shit. Bro, we out, bro. We out more long time.
Pulling up, getting into it with cops.
And they got their cameras off, y'all. Look at this nigga, y'all. Look at him. This nigga clown.
The only black cop over here, he's a dick sucker.
Dissing fallen ops. And ready to end the life of anyone that violates.
EPK. Say EPK. Everybody. Word.
That energy was King Talk, and he claimed that title as the King of the Bronx for real. This brought his next beef that ended in teeth being knocked out.
I promise you, bro. If we never would have started reacting to these videos, I would have never known bro was really like this. I would have never known.
And then it be so crazy though, bro, cause they'd be right there. What I be telling a lot of folks, they be on some, like, he a YouTuber, man, he a basketball player. All right,
man, cause it's like I remember like watching his videos and stuff, and I used to always be like, he got like a little edge to him, you know what I'm saying? But watching these videos and seeing like, I'm like, yeah, he really liked it for real, for real. That's crazy.
Who's literally
like
getting.
You say, folks, I'm like, man, he did. Okay.
I don't care. Yeah, push a
yeah,
for a living.
Man, for real. Yeah, I don't be knowing what folks got going on for real.
He stolen off their back. Bronx drill rapper Ron Suno took offense to K-Flock, claiming King of the Bronx because that title belonged to him.
Talking about King of the Bronx this, King of the Bronx that. I can't even go band for band with me, though, bro.
He be like, it might be standing. He be like this. It be funny as a motherfucker.
Bronx better show me more than 100K of belly, bro. And talk about drill this, drill that. I don't gotta do no drills, I gotta do that for me. Respectfully. Remember?
The two went back and forth, throwing jabs at each other online. The beef escalated from online to in person when the two and their crews saw face to face at Rolling Loud. It was an all-out brawl that had even security in the mix, throwing hands, trying to get control of the situation. Jaws was getting rocked left, right, and center. After the brawl, both sides took to online in typical modern day street code to win fans to their side as the victor in the battle. Both sides claiming they beat the brakes off the other side. First, Flacco's homie said he was falcon punching dudes.
Siri De Niro, when y'all see his mouth, tell him to take a picture of his mouth right now. I'll knock him out. Me, Sticky, I knocked him out.
Then, Suno's man said he was the one unleashing the clothesline from hell on the opposition.
Y'all niggas is running around with security. Security is fighting for y'all, and y'all running. Stop running.
It was one big back and forth, saying who was capping and who was doing the beating. Both switched to picture mode to taunt the other side. Ron Suno claimed he knocked some teeth out and had the injured knuckles as receipts. K-Flock said him and his team gave Ron Suno the smackdown. Ron Suno says his crew of 4 deep whooped Flock's crew of 30 deep. K-Flock's homie shares a pic of him putting a 300 Lil Reese combo on someone with a yellow Ford. Ron Suno's homie pulls more receipts, tells Dougie B to come get his bloodied hoodie after they done him in. Dougie B switched things back to video mode to clear his name. Ron Suno followed, dropping a lengthy video clowning Block's crew.
How you gonna say you beat me and I got all?
We just got busy with these.
I got on my hand.
Yo, bro, we went busy on y'all.
I got on my hand.
Bro, they was running, bro.
Luckily, no one lost their lives to this one, and hopefully it ends before that happens. K-Flock has a good thing going with music, even performing in front of thousands at Rolling Loud. Hopefully, he can let the street life go and focus on making music for the streets. He's had enough losses to let it get in the way of his wins. It might be too late though, as not too long ago, he posted his cryptic message to his IG, hinting that he may be going to prison soon. If so, it's free K-Flock till it's backwards. He's too good a talent to lose it all to the streets. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
It'd be crazy, cause just like how that little situation had with them fighting,
Yeah.
it's gonna be the person that wasn't even fighting, they were just looking, that's on one side, they get killed.
They were just there.
That was just dirt. But he was just on this side, he just Mr. K-Fly and them. He was just there. He wasn't even fight, he wasn't swing, he was just
They gonna be like, hey, what that bro that as long as they kill somebody who was around, they don't care. They kill listen, we get them.
he don't be the ones that be getting got for real. That'd be the crazy part. Man, look, if y'all like the video, give it a
I
thumbs
ain't
up.
no folks, you'll be having too much going on.
Yeah.
Real.
The hell, getting busy around here, man.
Right.
Too cold for this
Hitting
shit.
folks at barber shops and studio. I'm talking about shoot the Uber up. Man, it's crazy.
-2 degrees, y'all them on.
There you go, nigga love. Like, damn. Shit.
If I left. Like, what the driver be confused.
Man, you hear me, he done bust the right real quick.
Hey, if y'all like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the rest, don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy, Crazy. Yeah.